how to drop 20 bombs by yourself in Fortnite. The gameplay I captured for this was in reloaded squads, and while yes, you can respawn in this, I never died, so this makes it a true 20 bomb. That means take whatever you see in this video and it can apply to regular BR, reloaded, duo, squads, fill, no fill, whatever. Because in this match we end with a total of 28 kills as a squad, but me as a solo picked up 20 of those, which is cool because there are no bots in reloaded, so this is true to form. So we glide down to Pleasant Park, which is a great place to be getting 20 bombs because it's very populated. A lot of people go here, but you have those individual houses so you don't die off rip. I land and I get this Ranger shotgun, which only has one bullet, which I actually like because in early game, before people get shielded up, everyone's going to be at around 100 HP, and if you get a headshot on this, they are dying instantly. And that's exactly what happened. This guy breaks through the wall, kills my teammate, but I am able to get that headshot on him and eliminate him. After rezzing my boy, I run upstairs and someone was actually hiding up here. I quickly get a stare over him and try to edit, but I was startled, so I missed the shot. But I'm able to wall replace, get a cone in on him, and then hit my next shot and finish him off. Another squad rolls up and we are now vertically fighting inside this house. I get the floor and cone double edit and I'm able to knock one of them and get some good damage on the other one. And a little strategy, if you do want to be dropping 20 bombs, maybe play with players that act as bait. This guy totally baited him, so I was able to get that kill. And the thing I love about Reloaded is the skill-based matchmaking isn't crazy. You can find some absolute horrible players that don't know what they're doing like this guy, as well as a bunch of sweats. So I really like it because you can get easy kills, but then also see how your skill matches up against a real true sweat. Okay, so then we heard some people over by this tree house, crack house, whatever you want to call it, and someone was in the basement and I was trying to break in. I thought I did an optimal edit and moved to the left to hide myself, but I was exposed and I got hit big for the first time this game. And stupidly, I tried to re-peek without healing up, and then I learned my lesson. Thankfully, I didn't get hit and I was able to heal up. And again, I said it earlier, but play with your friends that will act as bait. He just runs in, the guy edits on him, and I'm able to kill the enemy, but it was so funny because I hadn't called out that this guy was good and that I had been hit for big damage. He just ran right on top of him. Hey, but that's the strategy in its own. And if you're playing Reloaded and not using the Mammoth pistol, please start using it. I just hit that guy 154 to the head, which yes, technically that isn't as good as a sniper, but it is a hit scan weapon. They can peek for 1 microsecond, and because it's hit scan, you can take their head off. And especially in this game mode where it's super fast paced and you're constantly taking damage, not a lot of people will have 200 HP in that big pot topped off. So if you find someone with just minis, you are killing them instantly with a hit scan weapon. The game progresses a little and my friends were a bit spread out with people on them, so I decided to crash pad on over and help them out with, again, another Mammoth pistol shot. I only have 1 bullet in the chamber, no spares, and I kill this guy out of the air. But the person behind has an angle on me. I build myself off and then try to get a sneaky window shot on him, but he hits me for way more damage. But even so, I still feel confident and I sneak a cone in so I can have piece control on him, and luckily he just goes right underneath it. I wasn't necessarily planning this, I just wanted that piece control, but it worked out perfectly in my favor. And that just goes to show, even if you get hit hard in an encounter, don't give up your aggression, don't start playing too passive, or just leave that fight. Because in this instance, I took way more damage, but I continued that aggression that I had, I continued that piece control that I was planning, and it worked out perfectly in my favor. I wasn't planning on trapping him underneath my cone, but I was planning on that piece control, and it just made it so that fight ended super quickly. And again, when you're trying to get 20 bombs in high kill games, ending fights fast is a necessity. So that's what I try to emphasize in this next fight. I again line up that Mammoth pistol shot for another instant knock. I then hit his teammate with another shot and push right on in. There of course are safer and better ways to push into a squad fight, but this one was the quickest in the way to get the most amount of kills if done right. So when we get a kill advantage on this team, we're pushing super aggressively, and that's what I'm doing right now as well. But then you'll see one of my teammates goes down, and this is the more experienced teammate. So I'm playing a little more safe now, but you can't play too safe, otherwise the other team is just going to dog on you. So I kept up a little bit of aggression too, but then my other teammate goes down and I'm the last one left. So if you're familiar with how reload works, that means your teammates can't respawn in, they can't reboot for another 40 seconds, so you have to stay alive for that long. Of course, if everyone dies, then you are just done. So I'm the last beacon of hope and I need to wait 40 seconds. So that's why I just cranked 90s and based up. And I think that is an important lesson of high kill games. Of course, you want to be pushing everywhere, sweeping the map and going really fast, but there is also a fair amount of the game where you can base up, where you can relax, where you need to med up or wait or do something else that isn't full W keying. I feel like that's the most common misconception for high kill games. It's okay to relax in a base for a bit, and as you can see, I'm still getting kills from my base. So just rethink it. You can stay in a base, you can med up, you can heal, you can wait, you can do all those things and still get high kill games. Both of my teammates respawned and then had already died again, so I'm still staying in this base waiting for them to respawn yet again, and then I hit this shot on this guy and then another shot on the same guy, and now I know he's white health going for the supply drop. He's building in wood and I know this is spray territory, so I go for it and I hit like 2 or 3 shots on him, knocking and killing him. So sometimes you really don't need to be all that mechanical, you just need to have the game sense and know when to shoot as well as have a little bit of accuracy. And I just keep on picking up eliminations from this tower. And now reboots are disabled, so these are permanent ones as long as you can finish them, so that's what I go down to do. I unfortunately wasn't able to get it, but I saw this other guy crouch walking away and I got the knock on him. But we're in the total endgame now. I get a few tags on this guy, but my teammate is in trouble, so when reboots are disabled, I need to get to him. He's less than 50 HP, so I'm trying to build him off, take that high ground, contest anyone else that is going to push up to him, and thankfully no one does, and they actually try to run, and I get a full enemy squad elimination from that. Of course, nothing comes easy, so a third party is immediately pushing us after that, and I am able to get a big shot on this white tennis skin running away. I chase her down, trying to find a few more angles, and then I finally find it when I'm on top here and finish her off. And since reboots are disabled, I was not letting this one get away, so I grapple all the way down just to full kill them. We push closer into safe zone and there is a team right there waiting for us. So I pick up this RPG to put some pressure while the rest of my teammates rotate into safe zone, and I'm just trying to fend off these enemies. And this kind of puts me in a sticky situation. I actually get sandwiched between 2 different people, but this person behind me was a solo that I'm able to crack and start to push. It was pretty dicey considering all the third party and zone pressure around me, but this guy actually, I'm assuming, didn't have very many mats and just hid inside of my structure for an easy squad elimination. But then I get cooked. We're on a campfire and they send an RPG in and break out my wall right as it hits, so I'm at 10 health and I need to go. I finish popping off my minis as my other teammate goes down, and it is just me with 10 health and 50 shield. I know if I want to win this game, I need to stay aggressive, so I grapple up to height. I know if I try to hide now or run, I'm not going to make it out of this and I'm going to get pressured and die. So if I show aggression, if I show confidence and take their high ground, I'm put in a much better spot to win this. But they also know that, so they hit me out. And at 10 HP, it looks like I'm about to die, but I am able to grapple and save my life at the last second. And this guy gets reckless and I max pump him, killing him. Luckily, he had a med kit, and now I'm back into this game. 150 health and a dream. It's a 2v1 situation, and they walk through my old builds, and I'm able to get a big cone and knock on this guy, but the other teammate isn't taking it lying down. He starts spraying through my roof, and I know I need to get out of there before finishing this guy off. He shockwaves up, we trade damage, and I'm just building for my life right now, but this guy drops down to the bottom of the valley where zone is pulling. It looked like he was on the last of his mats since he was building in wood, but he's just trying to shoot me out at this point. And honestly, it almost works. I'm taking a huge chunk of white health to zone, and he keeps shooting out my sky base. So I know I need to make a final second decision, jump down into the bush, which I know negates fall damage, and get that kill and secure that 20 bomb elimination game. If you enjoyed this video, please invest in the channel. You don't want to miss out, man. And for a pretty much repeat of this video, but in Battle Royale ranked, this is how to drop 20 bombs in that game mode. Check it out. Please use code reidtheninja in the item shop to help me out since this new season is about to go crazy, and drop a like. On that note, I am signing